Hi, I'm Allie,
And I'm Jeff.
and we're here with Bannerman Auctions. We have the upcoming The Art of War sale.
That has been changed. It is now the Art of War and Peace because we've got some really cool, interesting civilian posters in this too.
Oh, that's exciting.
It really is. And I hadn't seen them before the auction came up because James has them at his facility out in wherever the heck he is, Denver right now, I think. But they're really cool. But we're not going to talk about those. What you asked me to do is bring in my favorite posters that we have, and this is hands down my absolute favorite poster of this auction.
It's a really cool piece.
It is a neat piece, and I like it because of the iconography. I also like it because of the story that it tells. A lot of people don't realize that the Coast Guard played a pivotal role in World War II. They were involved in every major landing that we did. They were involved in anti-submarine patrols, and they actually managed to sink two of them that we know of. So they were part of these hunter-killer groups that would go out and chase the subs. There was a Coast Guard air asset that sank one in the Gulf of Mexico, or Gulf of America, or the Gulf of Buckies, or whatever we're calling it these days.
Whichever Gulf it is, whichever you prefer.
Pick your favorite Gulf. We'll call it that in at least one take.
I like Mexico because it makes me feel like I'm somewhere exotic, not in America. But again, it's whatever you prefer.
Well, speaking of exotic places, if we go to, I think it was May of 1942 off the coast of North Carolina, there was a Coast Guard cutter, the Icarus, that was out on routine patrol. They thought they found a submarine, and sure enough, the submarine shot at them and made the fatal mistake of missing, which is not what you want to do. So they went down, they tracked down the row of bubbles, see where did that come from? Let's drop a bunch of depth charges. And sure enough, they really badly damaged the submarine that was forced to surface. The submarine tried to engage them with battle station surface, and it didn't work out. The Coast Guard cutter shot them up with machine guns and the deck gun, and ended up, they sank the sub, but they captured about 33, 34 of these guys that surrendered off of it. So the Coast Guard was heavily involved in keeping our coasts safe and in enforcing the blackout rules and the dim out rules so that the submarines couldn't use the brightly lit American cities as targets to judge where the tankers are passing and that sort of thing. So it's a neat part of World War II history, but it's also a super rare poster. When we were searching for comps, we couldn't find one. Doesn't mean that they're not out there, it just means I couldn't find it, James couldn't find it. I think it's a super rare poster. It's not a super expensive poster. It's estimated at, I think, $400 to $600.
So this is an original poster. It's not like a reproduction print or anything.
That is correct.
I love the googly eyes.
Well, yeah, the googly eyes serve a purpose because where we will be posting this, there are AIs that will look out for bad guy symbols, and hiding under that magnet with the googly eyes is the bad guy symbol on the submarine.
But you can find it on our auction platform, and be sure to use the Bannerman auctions because it'll save you money on the back end of things.
Yeah, it costs you a little less if you're just bidding on our platform. But of all the posters that we've got, and there are some really rare ones and some really wonderful ones, this is the one that appeals most to me.
I would hang it in my office for sure. It is a very pretty piece, and honestly, the condition is, for the age of it, I'm impressed.
It's got a little owie up here, but these things, that's the reason why some of them are super rare, is they were meant to be hung up and displayed, and then they sit in a window with UV fading them, and they're not really meant to survive. And this one did, and it tells the story of a branch of the service that doesn't get a lot of press often, but is just phenomenal people and have been, throughout their service history. World War II at the top of the heap.
Awesome. So you can find this poster and many more. I did see some murder ones in there. I love the murder type of stuff. Red flag. I know. I think it's very interesting. But go and find this poster and many, many more at bannermanauctions.com. Just click View Auction. It'll take you directly to our platform. And you can take a look, place your early bid, and yeah, get ready for the auction.
March 17th.
March 17th.
The deadline is quicker upon us than we thought. You'll have to bid by March 17th. That's the date of the live sale, but we look forward to seeing you there. Look for this among many other really interesting pieces.
Yep, it's going to be a great auction. So we're happy to see you there.